Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining me for another video. Joe here with Two Full Gun and Armory, and today's video is a reflection video. It is my final assignment for my studies at SDI, at least for the certificate in gunsmithing, and it is for FTE 217. It is the Modern Sporting Rifle elective for that certificate, and I received a prompt and just gonna be, going over it. So without further ado, let's get started. So reflecting on interactions with instructors and fellow classmates, please share insights that you have gained. It goes without saying, but the whole point of an institute of higher education is to attend and leave gaining knowledge that you didn't have prior. And I've learned a lot. I've said in many videos that, in the service, as long as you know that the round comes out of that end, you should point that end towards the enemy. And as long as you could shoot straight, you're pretty much good. So being able to learn the ins and outs of the AR platform has really taken my knowledge to a whole new level on that, as far as, anything from gas blocks to cycle operations, how it all works, how it all fits together. And so I've definitely received a lot of insight on that front. Next question is, comparing guidance that you received in this course to guidance received from other experts in the field, do you find any discrepancies? This one was kind of difficult because this is the only course that I've done. After getting out of the service, I kind of hopped around, job to job, career field to career field, and never really, having anything stick because I, couldn't figure out what I was passionate about. And then I circled back to firearms, but it was never something that I studied. I hadn't taken any classes from any other experts in the field prior to this course, so I have nothing to base it off of. So no, I did not find any discrepancies. When gunsmithing, is there only one way to skin a cat or multiple ways to accomplish a task? If the latter, are there fundamental principles that should be maintained, and why? Depends on the job. Things like threading a barrel, stuff like that. It's pretty much one process. But building out a lower, for example, there are, things that you can start with first and things that you can start with later. And then, some things that, there are only one way to skin the cat. For example, you need to put the trigger in before the selector. And you can't put the grip on until you have the selector in, because, that detent pin and spring goes in there and keeps that selector from just free spinning. So it depends on what job you are doing, to be honest, in my opinion. Are there fundamental principles that should be maintained? Safety. Plain and simple. Safety should always be the number one priority as a gunsmith. No live ammunition in the workspace, and even when that firearm goes back on to the owners, owners should practice safety in every juncture, because once that round goes off, you're responsible for it. So last question, what future education and training will you pursue to continue building your understanding? So I've already actually enrolled in the handgun specialist course. So starting January 12th, I will be doing a bunch of videos on hammer-fired, striker-fired pistols and revolvers. That should finish up May or June timeframe, at which point I will be moving on to the associate's degree in firearm technology. The reason why I'm not jumping right into the associate's degree is because I have credits from another degree transferring over, and the first half of the associate's degree is the gunsmithing cert, and so I have a bunch of courses already going into that program of study, and so I basically have to fall in line with where the rest of the students are in their studies, and you know, instead of sitting around for the next 6 to 8 months waiting for my place to jump in, I'm going ahead and knocking out the handgun specialist between then. So definitely a lot of future education, definitely a career field that I'm passionate about, and I look forward to talking, interacting, meeting y'all throughout my career in this industry. So thank you all so much, those of you that have been here, and I look forward to making many more videos to come. Take care.